Yo, what is going on, guys? I'm just going to get straight into it. The man, the myth, the Gigguk, he's finally done it. The madman has dropped. Attack on Titan is still incredible. The sequel to his Attack on Titan is incredible now video. I fucking love that video, the original one he made. It's one of my favorite videos. I always go back on it to because whenever I forget about Attack on Titan, it always reignites my passion for the series because he just speaks on it very well. Like, his thoughts on it are pretty much how exactly I feel. He just put it to pen and paper better than I ever could. So when I go on YouTube today and I see that this is on my front page, I was very, very excited. I've been waiting to watch this shit, so I want to watch it all with you guys. Let's do it. Let's just get right into it, man.
This video is sponsored by Raycon. Anyone who's been in the anime community knows that we're a fickle, disagreeable bunch who argue more than a sibling pair trying to figure out whose turn it is on the Xbox. So
Yes,
to our
sir.
sight, when a series comes along that can make us all come together and collectively say, yeah, this show fucking slaps. It's been a long time since a singular anime has gripped our entire community the same way that Attack on Titan has. To me,
Crazy,
Winter
man.
2021 was the strongest singular season of anime.
This lineup was fucked. Seriously, I don't think this will be topped for a minute, let me just say. Attack on Titan. I haven't gotten to Promised Neverland Season 2 yet. I see fucking even Penguins, Charlie. He isn't fucking happy with it. He's very pissed off. So if they were able to piss off Jesus, then they must have really fucked up. But seriously, Attack on Titan Season 4, ReZero Season 2. Wow, fucking amazing. This anime season was fucking crazy, seriously.
We've had in years, but despite how stacked it was,
Dr. Stone
despite
Season 2.
how many bangers came out, this was Attack on Titan's season to remember. Previously, I made a video called Attack on Titan is Incredible
Yeah,
Now, going over the
that's
show's
it.
evolution from seasons 1 to 3 that has now become one of my most viewed videos ever, behind some other series I did that I'm sure no one remembers.
Fuck, they've got like 20 million views. The Attack on Titan is Incredible Now one. That only had like fucking 5 million. It just said. Fucking, I thought that was like one of his most popular, but his like ReZero minutes and stuff, they had like almost 20 million stuff. That's crazy.
That being said, now that the first part of Season 4 has finally concluded, do I think the new season has lived up to the legacy it's been building over the last decade?
Oh, surely.
I mean, I guess if you want to get all technical about it, it's not like it's in the title of the video or anything.
Yeah, good man, good man.
Why do I still start off these videos with some stupid rhetorical question? Attack on Titan final season has not only matched what came before it, but has shot straight past it to become a series
Straight
I don't
up.
think anyone envisioned it would be when they first started it. And it is...
The growth, just fucking crazy. And this is where I say the writing's good. In Season 4, if you watch from Season 1, you look at it and you say pretty much like, oh man, it's fucking crazy how we got here, but it all makes sense. It all just feels like it was perfectly building up to that. Nothing just feels bullshitted. I look from Season 1 and now I look at Season 4 and it's like, damn, like fucking look at this journey. You know when a show's fucked up when you're at like the final season and you're looking back from Season 1 and you're like, how the fuck did we get here? Like, not a fucking anime one that comes to my mind right now whenever I think about shit like that is Prison Break, if you've ever seen that. It starts off, it's in the name, Season 1, he's breaking out of prison. Season 4, I think that only had 4 seasons as well, final season. It's basically turned into some like Illuminati conspiracy theory where the government's like fucking controlling here. It's really fucking stupid, it's ridiculous. And that's what I mean. I'm at that season. I'm looking at Season 1. I'm like, man, how the fuck did we get here? This is just shit. But Attack on Titan just feels so fucking organic. Very well done.
is incredible. Still, okay, that's the last callback I'm going to do the title of this video, I swear. And look, I'm not going to pretend that everyone hasn't already watched it and given their 2 cents on the show, and this video is going to be nothing more than just throwing another fart into the wind. But fuck
Your
you, just
opinion's
let me
the one I
gush
want,
so can move
Gigguk.
on in my life. I'll try to keep spoilers at a minimum for the new season, but for fuck's sake, who am I kidding? It's Attack on Titan.
Nah,
The thing
spoil
is
it all,
easier
bro.
to spoil than a black shirt at a Bukake meetup. There's probably
Spoil it all, because like the fucking show's finished now and he's not a manga reader, so he's going to be like spoiling what we've already seen. I don't think you'd be watching this video if you haven't finished the final season, part 1 yet. Anyone else that's been spoiling fucking manga shit, fuck you, you're a gay cunt.
gonna be something in here. Attack on Titan
I'm
is
triggered,
a
bro.
series that has continually changed and grown, building upon the foundations of previous seasons, and I can safely say that this final season is the most distinctive season thus far.
Straight up,
we are
seriously.
so far beyond anything the show was initially set up as that it's almost unrecognizable.
Legit.
Forget about an epic tale of humanity's fight for survival against monsters. It's a complex political war thriller with heroes and villains on
Straight
either
up,
side
straight
with no
up.
clear distinction of who or what you should be rooting for. Good guys have flaws, bad guys are sympathetic, and you'll you're just here sitting in the middle being like, come on guys, can't we all just get along? I mean, it's like only a bit of casual genocide, nothing a nice cup of tea can't fix. Like, there's been series...
Seriously, just out on that, fucking great. That's what I mean. Like the whole basement reveal, I love. Like one of the top comments I saw back in the day, like how big was the secret in the basement? It changed the whole genre of the show, and that's so fucking spot on. This show's just like evolved continuously. It's just been fucking a great thing to just witness and watch.
Before that have changed up things as it's progressed, but Attack on Titan final season didn't just change up a few characters and elements, it straight up just changed the entire fucking genre of the show. And
straight
what
up.
blows my mind is how
Look at
it
that
does
shit.
this so casually while feeling like a completely natural progression. Season 3 may
Straight
have
up.
been the payoff to everything that was built up, but season
Fucking
4
love season 3 ending.
is the evolution. Rewatching
Yep.
the entire series
Yep.
from the beginning, it's actually incredible how much foreshadowing and small bits of information were scattered throughout all the way back from season 1. It's so
I love
obvious
the
that
foreshadowing.
despite it being a completely different series.
The attention to detail. If you've never seen any of those videos that like point out all the foreshadowing moments in Attack on Titan earlier seasons, please do yourself a favor, go watch them. The attention to detail that Wit Studio put into it back in the day is just fucking great. The adaptation of this series has just been amazing.
When we first started, this was the game plan all along. Probably the biggest
Yeah.
red herring of them all was the fact that it was called Attack on Titan in the first place. At this point, we might as well just call it Attack on the fucking Geneva Convention, or me and the boys at 2 a.m. committing war crimes. But what continues to surprise me is that no matter how much things change, everything feels earned. And
Yep.
I don't think there's a
Yep.
better example of this than Eren himself. You
Fucking
remember
so
Eren,
good.
right? You know, Eren kill all the Titans, Jaeger.
The
Well, this
boy.
is him now. God
Fuck,
damn.
Drip
Fine
Eren.
wine, which is it could age this well. Look at him. My boy could be sitting in front of Levi being like, call the fangirls. Huh? But not for you. Season 4 Eren is a completely different beast to the character we knew, and here I thought peak Eren development before was Arc 1, Eren gets kidnapped. Arc 2, Eren gets kidnapped. Arc
Yeah.
3, Eren gets kidnapped. Arc 4, Eren doesn't get kidnapped. Now that's some premium character Arc 5, Eren kidnaps himself.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake, Eren. But no, this isn't the same Eren finna get kidnapped Jaeger we've known from previous seasons. This
I just want to say I fucking loved Eren's transformation this season. Again, it all just felt earned. It felt very natural. It just seemed like this is where he was going. You could see his fucking devotion to killing all the Titans, and now it's just kind of been fucking, you know, transported onto this. Fuck everyone! I'm killing everyone, man. Everyone's like, we're doing this shit.
This is a battle-hardened
I
war
loved it.
veteran who's not afraid to make any sacrifices to
Yeah.
achieve his goal. He's almost the complete opposite of the person he was, but it just feels right. Remember in that final season of Game of
Oh,
Thrones where one
no.
of the main characters who had stood up for justice
No.
and morals had a big moment where seemingly out of
Don't do
nowhere
this,
they decided
Gigguk.
to do a horrendous act that went against everything the character
Don't
previously
bring
stood
this
for.
up.
And you're just left there thinking, what the hell? Where did this come from? I don't even think a nice cup of tea can fix this. I always look back to that part and think how
So
powerful
wasted.
and defining that moment could have been if it actually felt earned.
Straight up,
Because
so
that is
fucking
exactly how I
wasted.
feel watching Eren fuck them kids Jaeger. He's been built up to be the boogeyman of this world, and he
Yeah.
truly personifies it. You see that same headstrong, idealistic character you've been following betraying his friends, sacrificing the people closest to him, and even killing civilians. Mikasa's like, Eren, do you know you've just killed innocent children? And cool as a cucumber, Eren's like, yo, want to see me do a backflip into that crowd? Eren, no! But you know what? I get it. Throughout the series, you've seen Eren taking L after L after L after motherfucking L. This man has such a big obsession with L's, he might as well get a fucking death note. You've seen his confidence
And
get
bars.
shaved away slowly but surely from that loudmouth angry kid he started off as, that by the end of season 3, you could tell that something big
Yep.
was changing inside of
Yeah.
him. I don't care who you are, that many L's changes a man. So even though we don't yet know the exact motives for his actions, you can totally see why he ended up like this.
Again, Gigguk just saying like what I'm trying to say, just fucking better. He just says everything I'm trying to say. That's straight up it. It all just makes sense. You just see him get fucked on this whole series, and now he's just this fucking. His drive is just out of this world. He's got one goal, and he'll fucking do anything he can to accomplish it, and it just feels so earned.
And it was such a treat to see such a bold
Again, I've loved season 4, Aaron. The fucking character development was just fucking great. I loved it.
character change absolutely pay off. And honestly, Aaron, I've had enough of your shit. Yeah, you go. It's just one of the many in the rich cast that gets equal care and attention. There are so many characters, so many moving parts, yet never does it feel excessive or overbearing. It's so rare that a series juggling so many parts doesn't get crushed under the weight of its own ambition, but it somehow balances it all. This is the kind of shit where people will still be making character analysis videos 5 years after the show has ended, and we still probably wouldn't have explored every little nuance of the story.
Next, like Ava.
Like Isayama spent all this time setting up all these dominoes in all the right places, and all he's done is go boop, and we're just here marveling at these dominoes toppling down one by one. And yes, I did choose this analogy.
That's
so
good to watch. That's good to watch.
I mean, look at this. Who doesn't love seeing dominoes? Alright, back to anime. For the big explosive set pieces Attack on Titan is known for, there were equally as many compelling scenes just based around dialogue, which shows how strong these foundations are. There are characters I love. There are some characters I really fucking hate, but what I hate even more is that Isayama somehow successfully managed to make me give them a shred of sympathy. Like, everyone seems to be hating on Gabby for certain obvious reasons, but I totally get.
I don't hate Gabby. Obviously, like, I hate her, like, as a character. Like, no, like, I just fucking fuck Gabby. We all know what she's done. I'm not trying to spoil, but like, I just hate her because of what she's done, and I don't think she's a bad character. I think she's a very good character that I hate. Doesn't mean she's a bad character at all.
She's there. She's just season 1 Eren that spawned on the enemy team, and it makes perfect sense why she is the way she is, aggravating and all. I feel like people forget that a character you dislike and a bad character are not always one and the same. With previous seasons, you'd go in with bated breath, not knowing which characters would make it out alive, but now, not only do you not know who will make it out alive, you don't even know who you want to make it out alive. And it's honestly just a treat to see a series doing so many things right. Which brings us to the awkward topic of the anime adaptation itself, cause well, this ended up being a bit of a bombshell of a topic, didn't it? With one of the most popular anime franchises of all time going through a studio change in its final season, there were always going to be a lot of eyes picking apart every little detail, but my God, did it turn into kind of a shit show at times. People had a problem with the animation, the music choices, the fucking opening, like what? Like, I know this is meant to be a hauntingly beautiful visual spectacle showcasing the horrors of war, but like, low-key, it's a bit of a banger, right?
Straight up, I'll be honest, I wasn't a fan of the opening at first. For the final season of Attack on Titan, I was hoping for some fucking opening 1, opening 3 type shit, just a fucking full-on G-up banger, like, let's do this, let's end this shit, like, the ride's coming to an end, boys, this is the final fucking drop. And so when I saw this for the first time, you know, just the eerie, like, little anthem, I was just like, a bit wasted, but, I think I can speak for myself and many of us that, like, after the 14 episodes later where you've watched this shit gets drilled into your head, man. On my fucking anime song playlist, fucking, this was not in it, and I never thought it would be. I never thought I'd add this. And then just the days go by after I'd finished all of Attack on Titan Season 4 Part 1, and it's just in my head. And just would keep playing constantly in my fucking head. I've caved in now and it's in the fucking playlist. I really do appreciate this opening now. After finishing all of Season 4 Part 1, I think it definitely fit the vibe very nicely. Would I have still, like, wanted, like, a G-up banger opening 3 type opening? For sure, that would have been amazing too. But this I don't hate, and I actually enjoy it.
Right? Like, if this came on in the club, you bet your ass I'm fucking jamming to this, like, God damn, nothing like breaking the Geneva Convention on the dance floor. So when you hear about animators getting harassed or episode directors having to private their Twitter, your gut reaction is to be like,
shit,
Attack
man.
on Titan, 10 out of 10 adaptation, fuck the man children, would have sex with CG Eren any day. But now that everything's said and done,
Real quick, look, when I first saw the original trailer for Attack on Titan final season, and, you know, when all the news came out that we would be handing over development for the final season over to Mappa, I was pissed. Not pissed, but, like, you know, I was worried because all I've wanted after seeing Season 3 Part 2, all I wanted was just an amazing, like, final season to just finally, like, wrap all of this up nicely so this can go down as, like, the fucking, if not the greatest anime of all time, like, one of the top 5. And to hear that, like, you know, that'll be a new studio to be taking over for the final season, you know, it's worrying. It's worrying. But no, after watching it all, Mappa did a great job. The change of studio actually kind of added to it because like season 4 is a big shift in just everything from season 1 to 3. That just the new art style and everything, it kind of just fit the vibe a lot. I was fine with it. I really liked it. As for the CGI, when I heard that the Titans would be CGI, yeah, again, I was very worried. And look, sometimes you do notice it. You do notice it sometimes, but when it counts, no. When it counts, the CGI is fucking fine. I had zero problems with the CGI at all. I thought it was fine, seriously. Like I said, sometimes like you'll notice like that's a CGI Beast Titan standing there, but it's nothing that takes you out of the experience. It's still very well done. Props to Mappa.
It's fine to acknowledge, without an attack on anyone, that the adaptation of the final season was kind of missing that same oomph. I think it's easy to just point at the obvious culprit and go, "Guys, Attack on Titan is being attacked by bad CG." But honestly, I don't actually think the CG was bad. In fact, I think the CG looks way better than any of the CG we got from previous seasons, because what the fuck is this? I think the real difference is that for every shot of a janky looking Colossal Titan, we got moments like this.
That's fair, that's fair.
Or this. And we kind of didn't get anything like this at all in the final season. One of my favorite fights previously was Eren versus Reiner's Striker versus Grappler
Great
fight.
fucking fight.
I thought it was absolutely cool to see such subtle details being put into the techniques being used in a martial arts brawl between giants. And there's just no way anything like this could have been achieved with the 3D models that were used. A lot of subtle details and expression is lost when you rely on the
Beast
original
Titan
3D models, meaning the Titans can just look kind of lifeless at times.
That's
All
fair.
you need to do
That's
is to
fair.
compare the Marley scenes to the original release trailer just to see how good this could have looked.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
absolutely understand why there was far more CG used, with Titans being one of the hardest things to animate, especially on a tight schedule, but I do feel that from a purely animation standpoint, there wasn't that holy shit moment that we used to get. Instead of taking the original source material and enhancing it, it feels like we got just the exact right amount needed to not detract from it. I am not...
I agree. Again, I don't think it was bad, but yeah, it wasn't like there was anything jaw-dropping. But for the final season, I don't think there was really a point for anything of like that jaw-dropping fucking Levi versus Beast Titan round 1 animation that we had. The only time that would have happened, I can recall, would have been during that whole Marley, I don't know what to call it, the Marley theater arc. Fucking amazing. 10 out of 10. That whole few episodes of like just what we're seeing on the screen now, 10 out of 10. That was so fucking built up well. I loved every second of it. And yeah, I guess if we had like, you know, some Wit Studio animation on that with the crazy choreography going on, yeah, that would have just been fucking out of this world. That would have been great. But nonetheless, I still loved it. I still loved every second of it. But yeah, I do think Gigguk makes a point there.
Not unhappy with the work Mappa did at all, but I would be absolutely lying if I didn't miss the jaw-dropping sequences Studio Wit provided that elevated Isayama's work to a whole new level.
That's more than fair.
And I know that is because the production schedule that was given just did not allow them to go above and beyond, but part of me just kind of wish that they did have
Animators, man. They need more credit, man. They need more pay.
Stands, I feel like
They're putting this fucking... They're putting everything on their back, man. Respect to all animators out there.
How fucking great the story of Attack on Titan was in the first place. And honestly, if that's the biggest negative I can think of, that ain't too bad. With a show this hyped and popular, there are always going to be some people who think it's overrated or didn't affect...
Bro, I'm at the point, I think it's underrated, man. No, I get what people are saying, it's overrated, like you hear about it a lot, but I truly think it lives up. I truly do. The world is created, the story Isayama's told, it's just been amazing. Like, I've got people that watch plenty of anime and they're refusing to watch Attack on Titan, and that's what makes me think that it's underrated at this point. I just think it does... Ironically, I don't know, need more love.
them in the same way, but honestly, I think this is one of the few shows where I'd say, yeah, it deserves the hype. New anime fans are going to be calling this one of their favorite anime of all time.
Oh no, I've seen plenty of anime. I don't think I'm like got normie shit taste. I don't put Sayo as a 10 out of 10 or anything. But I think two anime that truly are living up to the hype right now, Attack on Titan and ReZero. ReZero is another anime that just took everything season 1 set up and just I love season 1 ReZero. I loved it, and season 2 just shat on it. It fucking just built on top of everything it had already you know, started in season 1. It was just a great follow-up, and Attack on Titan's just obviously done the same thing.
And veteran weebs with hundreds of shows under their belts will probably be saying the same. Seeing the
straight
reception
up,
to this
straight
final
up.
season was kind of surreal to me, because it's the first time I've seen an anime that was perceived like it was nigh on mainstream. Sure, we've had singular anime episodes and moments blow up on the internet
Demon
before,
Slayer.
but I've never seen an anime seemingly trend every single week, whether something big happened or not. The initial hype that the first season got was astronomical when it first came out, and was untouched by future seasons until
Yeah, we have to wait 4 years for a season 2, man.
seemingly now.
Was it 4,
Which I
maybe
think has not
5?
only matched it, but
It was a while,
blown
man.
past It's become kind of a staple of mainstream nerd culture itself. If you watch anime, you are watching it. If you don't watch anime, you are probably watching it as well. There was this kind of unspoken understanding on social media that everyone was watching Attack on Titan, and if you weren't,
Fuck,
well,
I love that scene.
was kind of on you. I was ready for Attack on Titan Season 4 to be big, but I was thoroughly unprepared for how big it actually got.
Yep.
I said previously that Attack on
Crazy.
Titan had the potential to become the modern classic, and at this point, it pretty much already is a classic. The
Yep.
only thing left it
Classic,
really needs
man.
to do is to land its ending. And I'm not even talking
Please.
about a 900-degree
Please,
pop shove
man.
into a handstand kind of ending that blows everyone's mind and revolutionizes the medium forever. After everything it's done, after everything it's doing, all it really needs to do is to land on 2 feet.
Oh,
and
God.
I say this knowing full
It just
well
has to
that
have
by the
a-
time
have an
this video
ending that
is
makes
out,
sense.
The final chapter of the manga
That's all it
will
needs.
have been released. And Attack on Titan, in one form, will have already ended, so the manga readers will already know if it achieved that. But, as someone who patiently stayed faithful to the anime, watching this final season made me feel something I hadn't felt in a very long time. Watching this felt like I was being a part of something bigger. There are moments in film and TV that have left their mark on pop culture forever. It wasn't just a broadcasted piece of entertainment when it first came out, it was an entire event. And this kind of feels like that moment for us anime fans. Not just another great show that we'll file away and move on from after it's over, but something that will leave a deep imprint on our entire community for years or even decades to come.
Yeah.
That's Attack on Titan, and we're going to have to wait a year to see how it plays out.
Oh, yeah, man.
We're not just watching another great anime coming to an end. We're watching history being made.
Yo. Fuck. Gigguk's closing
Hey guys,
speeches,
hope
man.
you
Shit,
enjoyed
I
that
fucking love him.
video.
Hold on, let me do a
Thank
double
you
take on that
again
shit.
to Ray
He
for
always,
sponsoring
oh
me
man,
today.
he
You know,
always does a
guys,
mic
if you're
drop
like
for the
me
end. I
and you
love that
like
shit.
years or
It's like what an English teacher told me back in the day. You should always end your conclusion like you're doing a literal mic drop, and Gigguk always does it, man. Every
decades to
time.
come. We're not just watching another great anime coming to an end. We're watching history being made.
Haha.
Hey guys, hope you enjoyed
Oh,
that
another banger video, Gigguk.
Thank
Good
you
shit.
again
I think the
to
rest is just an
Raycon
ad.
for sponsoring me today.
Yeah, look at that.
You know what,
Yeah,
guys?
just
If
ad.
you're like me and you're like,
Basically, yeah, he pretty much said everything. I agree with everything he pretty much said. Got to wait another year for season 4 part 2 now. I'm excited to see how it ends. Seriously, I've got no idea how this could end. It could go either way. I don't know how Isayama's, well, it's actually ended in the manga now, so I don't know how he ended it. But I don't know which side will win, if anyone will win. I've got no idea, and I'm so fucking excited. It's going to be painful to wait a year for it, but hey man, we're all in this together. Let's do this. Thanks for the video, Gigguk. See you guys next time.